Hello, everyone. This is Moncef Afker, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. Thank you so much for your presence, for being here with us today, whether on the live call or later on the replay. And yeah, so also very happy that Pippa King is back on the show. She joined us several times. Really love the energy that she brings and how powerful the message and also the activations that she's been doing on the live calls and also from I think the feedback that's received from the ones who works with her. And yeah, it's how to say it's she always goes really deep on subjects that's really help us to remember who we truly are and our connection to source energy. Um, because how to say like this experience of being human, like part of it is that's like for different reasons, like we forget our connection to source, that we are part of it, and we forget our true power, our gifts. And it's how to say it's a process, or maybe it can be it depends on each person and their journey. It can be a process, or maybe faster for some people and others not, but it's more about really connecting to that truth within, um, finding the power within instead of giving away our power to others, to the situations, to circumstances, to things that are happening in life. Sometimes it can be distracting from connecting to ourselves. Sometimes it's more, how to say, it just can slow down this process of us remembering who we are. And I really love the message that Pippa shares that really help to focus on bringing that light within and share it with the world. So yeah, very excited that she's back. And the subject today is clearing vows, oaths, and contracts that block your connection. So yeah, she will be sharing about that and our connection with source energy. And also she will guide us on a group energy clearing to clear vows and light code activation. So stay tuned for that. It will be powerful. And then we'll have, we'll take some questions toward the end of the call. Yeah, so for those of you who are new to Pippa, she is an intuitive quantum energy healer, teacher, and coach, working with source energy, the body's wisdom, the galactic Akash, and cosmic light codes. And yeah, so with that, Pippa, welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us.
Hi, Moncef. Lovely to be back on and joining your lovely energy. And yeah, looking forward to helping people clear some stuff and remember at a little bit of a deeper level that really we are just source energy. We're
Yeah,
own individual sparks of it. So yeah, lovely.
wonderful. So yeah, in the beginning, would love if you can maybe briefly share with us about your work, your healing work. So for those who are new to you, can learn more about that.
Okay. Yeah. So uh, a myriad of things took me on my own healing journey, beginning probably 25, probably more than 25 years ago now. And yeah, I started working with the body's wisdom and healing energies, started teaching Reiki and then EFT and hypnotherapy and NLP, which specialized in, and then had some big repeat patterns in my life, as we do, men and money, mine was, that came up. And got into working directly with source. And yeah, and things just started to shift much quicker than they ever had before, and that just doors just flung open after that. So that became overnight the way that I work, and that's evolved, and I've been working like that for the last 20 odd years. And I teach I've been teaching lots of different healing things for, yeah, 23 years as well now. And I specialize, really, my whole thing is about helping people get back to remembering that they are love and they are unique and they are valuable, and to completely love and accept themselves so that they can feel more at peace with themselves and be all they can be. And I love activating and waking up people's healing gifts as well. So yeah, specialize in clearing people's blocks, but I think it's more than that. It's the blocks are just clogging up who we really are. So it's more of a remembering who we really are journey of self-love and discovery that I really like.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pippa. Sorry. And so yeah, my first question is about the vows and contracts, and also how do you see this physical reality works, and how these contracts can affect that?
Okay. So I work a lot with anything on the energy body. So our body is our connection with our spiritual energy. It's the embodiment of our soul. It's our physical experience of being here as individuals and togetherness. And what I work with a lot is finding the beliefs that we've taken on or the perceptions that we've absorbed that really start to act as a filter and clog up the light that we really are. So my job, I feel, is helping to guide people just to be able to clear their space of that stuff and those illusions that have clogged up who they really are. And being able to remember that we are all source energy. And when we have vows, those commitments, agreements that held at a subconscious level, they are like a belief times 100. So they're much, much stronger. So if we've got a belief of I'm not good enough or I can or can't do this, then that will be our experience in our lifetime, because 90% of what we're manifesting and 90% of how our reality is operates from our subconscious. But vows, oaths and contracts are usually made as a really strong intention, or they're made in witness of others, particularly authority figures, or made as an agreement with a higher power, sometimes written down as contracts as well. So they become really, really strong. And so therefore they can really overpower and get in the way of things we want to create. So they can really impact every area of life. So, for example, if we were looking for love, wanting to find more romantic love in our lives, then if we've got vows to be alone, for example, then it doesn't matter how hard you try, then that vow and program on this plane in this physical body is always going to bump up against whatever you're trying to attract and create there, so that things will start to go wrong. And if we were trying to attract money and we've got vows of poverty, and these can be from ancestral patterns, they can be from our ancestors that have handed them down. They can be from past lifetimes. And there's a lot of old programming of the paradigm on earth that used to be that we could be spiritual or have abundance. So now we're in this wonderful new energy, which is about being our true selves, shining our light, having abundance and being spiritual. But it hasn't always been like that. It used to be kind of, I have nothing and I'm spiritual, or the other way. So when we've got vows like that, or old agreements of poverty, then that's really going to get in the way of us creating abundance. So every area of life it can impact. And in our main life, we might have vows of struggle or servitude. We can have oaths we've made to lands or kings or queens, or and sometimes they've been made by our free will or wanting to make those vows, and other times they've been made under duress. So it doesn't really matter if they're not serving our highest good and alignment with who we are. Then my policy is, let's get rid of them. We don't really need to go into the story and find out where they're from. Let's just clear out your space of anything that's clogging up your light.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with that, because many times we see like some patterns really repeating themselves. And we think that we work on that or we shift that, but they still somehow just show up, especially in relationships. And like my question, like regarding that, like what is, maybe if you can describe or talk a little bit about our true power and how are we able to shift that, and why sometimes we, even we do some healing work, we see these patterns repeating.
Okay, so for me, and I've definitely had that experience myself, you know, that I think I've healed that. There it is. So I very much believe that no healing or no change work is ever wasted. And I believe like our physical body is the physical extension of a much larger part of our soul's light. And when we have limiting beliefs or vows or patterns, it kind of clogs up that light. And so we want to be clearing that out, which there are lots and lots and lots of different ways that we can do that. And as we do that, we're coming back into alignment with our spiritual power. We're coming back into alignment with who we really are and with our spiritual gifts. And when we talk about spiritual gifts, I feel like we are the gift. You know, sometimes we spend all this time searching for what is my gift? You know, I need to find my purpose. But we are the gift. Each individual is the gift because we are source energy expressing ourselves in a unique aspect of us. Like, yeah, that's my whole belief structure on it. So yeah, when we start to clear those things, when we start to clear away those old vows and patterns, we start to feel more plugged in. We start to remember consciously that we are part of source. So all of those things that have been clogging up that perception of connection, because actually we are love. So it's impossible for us to be disconnected from source and love because we are source and love. But these limiting patterns and beliefs can form a perception of separation. So they can clog up that feeling of connection. So for me, spiritual power is coming back into alignment with who we really are, coming back into remembering that we are all part of one energy with our uniqueness and all our little quirks that make us perfect in all our imperfections. And yeah, I've probably waffled off on a tangent there, so I'm not sure if I've answered all of your questions.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the question, um, and as you were talking about remembering our spiritual power and our connection to source, so my question is it normal to forget that, especially when we are experiencing some dense emotions or having challenges in life? Because those times is where we really sometimes forget or doubt that we are part of source energy, and we start maybe having lack of self-worth or judging things that we did or things like that. So what's your opinion about that?
So when we are, it's for me, when we are engulfed in a situation where the emotions are high, all the old thought patterns come to the surface. And when they're fully at the surface and we're totally engulfed by them, that's when we can forget that we are part of this eternal, infinite love source energy that we can plug into and tap into. And quite honestly, it's hardest to tap into it when we are engulfed in the emotions. So the more we can come back to center, so come back to a still place of awareness and notice these patterns, and notice what's triggering us and notice what challenges are coming up, then everything, I believe, has the opportunity for more growth and more learning and more discovery about ourselves and our connection to all that is. And for me, we've all got a completely individual journey. So we're going to have a completely individual growth experience of the challenges that we have. But when they come up, we have an opportunity to look at the perceptions around that, to notice what emotions are really highly charged, and to be able to dissipate those, to discharge them, to clear. So for me, it's like clean up your vibration. So when something happens, I'm like, okay, what can I learn from this? what needs releasing from this, because probably it's a repeat pattern showing up from old subconscious programming or stuck emotions. So discharge the emotions, examine what beliefs have come up, and remember, I have a conscious choice. Do I want to carry those on, or do I want to replace those with new beliefs? And so then I come back into my central power of awareness. And as you clear and release those, then you shift the energy so that pattern won't turn up so often. But if that pattern does come up again, you know, sometimes we're like, I thought I'd healed that, then that's a really good measure. Everything is positive because everything is information. So when that pattern comes up again, we can notice in ourselves, am I having the same response? Does it have the same charge? Am I having the same beliefs about it? Or is it like, oh, how interesting. Last time that happened, it was an explosion, I fell apart, I felt like this. This time, yeah, it's triggering some things, but it's not quite such a big intensity. So for me, it's always, there's a little bit more to look at, because nothing is, yes, this pattern about love is just because of the vows, or it's just about a stuck emotion. It'll always be a little bit of lots of different things. So we're always taking a bit off. But really, what I believe is happening is, which has come through a lot more since I've been working more with the cosmic light codes that started coming through quite a while ago now, is that our light is becoming brighter and brighter and brighter, collectively and individually. The light quotient within us is becoming brighter, and as that becomes brighter from the inside out, it's literally like shining through all the old patterns. So as it gets brighter, we think, yeah, that's all completely clear, that pattern's gone, those triggers have gone, I've cleared that all up. And as it gets brighter, it's like, oh, there's a few little residual bits of that left there, or there's another aspect that I haven't seen about it that I just need to have a look at and clear that up as well.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pippa. And my next question is about contracts. And from my understanding is that they are done on the spiritual level. And my question is, are all contracts limiting, or are some who are supporting maybe the way we share our lights or bring our light here on it?
Oh, I would definitely say that there are many contracts, and especially soul contracts and galactic contracts, all levels, that serve our highest good. That are agreements between different souls for growth, that are agreements to bring our gifts here at a certain time. You know, maybe we lived in another multiverse, you know, eons ago, and decided we were going to come here at this time to bring ourselves and certain things here. So there are definitely lots of contracts that are in alignment with who we really are and are serving our highest good and the highest good of the planet. There are also contracts that aren't for our highest good, and luckily I believe we are in I think you can clear them at any time, but we're in this very intense period, sort of 18-ish years before and after 2012, where it's an accelerated time when we can literally clear tons and tons of it out. Because not that long ago, you know, we'd be bopped on the head for making somebody a herbal cup of tea, wouldn't we? Or doing anything slightly healing. But now we can proudly say, you know, I'm a healer, I help people in this way, I do healing on myself. So there's so many different healing frequencies now on the planet, and different people bringing it the way that's helped them, so that everybody, however individual they are, finds the way that resonates for them the most to be able to shift to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Like, I feel there is more freedom, even though there are still some restrictions, and we've been seeing that in the past years, but still it's compared to before. It's yeah, that there is an improvement, and there is much freedom, and people feel more comfortable. I feel maybe to share who they are and be themselves in general. Yeah, and yeah, I had another question about contracts, but yeah, I I lost it.
That's all right.
Anyway, And yeah, because also in the past we've been noticing like after before the past years, like things were really slow to shift, and after that, like the energy started to accelerate more and more. So my question is regarding like shifting or letting go of contracts and vows. Is it something that takes time, or it can be done maybe in a short period of time?
I'd say it can be done very quickly.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because we're remembering our sovereignty and our power, that we are part of source energy. And when we're remembering that, then we're not giving our power away to say, I can't do anything, I need somebody else to fix it. In truth, nobody can heal us except us healing ourselves. We can go to other people and they help facilitate that, or plug us into a certain frequency, or be a facilitator, which is what I feel my role is. But your actual healing is always between yourself and source energy, or guides, which are obviously source energy as well. And my experience is that when you set an intention that you want to clear certain vows and beliefs, they'll clear like that, very quickly, very instantly. The thing is finding what they are. So we can use kinesiology. It's a fantastic way to tune into our system, or we can ask source, or if we're having a particular challenge, that might be bringing up frustration or conflict. So we're trying to go forward, but something's holding us back. So, for example, we want to start doing more public work with what we're doing with our work, for example, and we know we want to do it, visualize ourselves doing it, but we keep sabotaging or blocking, or things won't work. And maybe on deeper examination, we've got a vow of silence, or a vow to hide our gifts because it wasn't safe to bring them out at a certain time before. So when you clear that, you clear the conflict, and everything just starts to flow better again. And if something's got a reason to stay, there's a bit more understanding or a bit more work to be done, or something else around it, then sometimes it can take a little bit longer. So had somebody a few years ago on the course, and they had I think it might have been a vow of silence, actually. Anyway, just couldn't shift it. Shifted, all the other ones were shifting really fast. Because if you're ready to get rid of it and it's not serving your highest good anymore, it'll just go as soon as you set an intention to do it. Although I do find it useful sometimes to download and keep, so really acknowledge within the body and the energetic system that we keep all the strengths and qualities we've gained from those births, and then it makes them easier to go. Anyway, so when tuned into source, the reason it wouldn't go was because they had, was like a one deeper than that, if you like, was if they broke their vow, then they'd be punished. So therefore, they couldn't release the vow because there was another one that they'd be punished. So once we cleared the belief that I'll be punished if I clear the vow, then the other vow went. But yeah, I do believe it's something that we can do very speedily now. That again, that's why you've got this show. That's why I'm sat here saying this. This is, an amazing, amazing time to be alive, being yourself, and working with healing energies. We haven't been able to do this before, or not since Atlantis times anyway. So yeah, there's quicker and quicker ways to do it, and I'm always amazed how quickly stuff will shift off, really.
Yeah.
How about you? Have you had any big vows shifted from yourself, Moncef, that you felt or noticed before? Or?
Maybe contracts with others. I mean, especially relationships, like it was very challenging, but what I learned afterward is it was more about tuning more into my own intuition, realizing discerning what's maybe the messages I received are true guidance, or maybe more like manipulative, or just speaking my truth. And I felt like after that, especially one of them, one of two, it's the shifts has been really, really huge. It's like there was some opening after that. like my intuitive gifts and understanding, and also like the emotion when even if similar thing happens, there isn't that emotional attachments or reaction like before. So it's more, sometimes it can be just witnessing, sometimes maybe reacting, but just much less than before. So it's, how to say, yeah, it was very interesting. And also maybe related to that, to contracts with other people that help us to maybe learn how to speak our truth, connect to our gifts. In sometimes we keep something, maybe some anger, some less emotion towards those people. So how can we, because at the same time that experience is helping us in our journey, but it was challenging. So how can we see that through the eyes of source and love, and at the same time maybe be able to keep boundaries with them?
Okay. So when it's like a contract, they've come to be a button presser or come to help us grow through challenging us, you mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So I've definitely had some of those. And I'd say sometimes you learn the most from the ones that are the most difficult or the most painful,
yeah, yeah,
don't we?
yeah,
Um, and a lot of that only ever comes with the processing, not while we're right in the middle of it. So sometimes, or most of the time, that reflection comes afterwards or while we're working on what's coming up for us. So I would always come back to the body, come back to the heart, see what's coming up for us in relation to this person or this situation. Um, and then I find it really useful. I work a lot with body wisdom. So tuning into, does it feel heavy or does it feel light? Because whatever's coming up, if it's anything that's blocking us or holding us back, it's going to feel heavy. And every time we release anything that's not in alignment with us, we become lighter because more of our light is present. And then a really good question to ask ourselves is this new or is this old? Because most of the time, it's much older than the person that's come up for the contract. So this person gone, yeah, at soul level, I'll come next time and really, really press your buttons about rejection or press your buttons about um, being put in your place as an authority figure or whatever pattern it is. But at soul level, it's all fine. And we've gone, yeah, I'll play that role next time. I'll come and help you learn that one. But when we're in it, I find the best way is come inside, um, ask our body what's going on. Is it heavy as I like? What's coming up from that? And then work with our body wisdom and source, and literally ask what am I learning from this? And ask yourself how holding on to that is helping you, and what would be the learnings you need? What would that part of you need to be able to learn, grow, and let go of those? And it might be, this person triggering me makes me feel really angry, makes me feel really small or belittled. So you talk to that part of it, literally tune in, see if it's heavy, if it's new, or if it's old, and ask yourself what you're learning from that, what you gaining from that, and then you can work with source to release all the sort of leftover debris from that, and ask that part, well, what would that part need? What's that part trying to learn? What's that part need to feel the opposite of little? What's that part need to feel strong and safe in the situation? What's this part need to have its own voice? Oh, well, I'm learning to be confident to stand up for myself. And then you can work with source to download yourself those beliefs to change.
Pippa,
Oh,
I think I mute you instead of our
that's all
caller.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you very much about that. And do you feel it's the time for the activation?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
yeah. So I was going to do a clearing on a couple of sort of common vows that people have that get in the way of really embracing who we truly are and being in our true power. So just to start with, I'd just like to invite everyone to pop a hand on your heart and a hand on your lower belly, just bringing yourself to your center in your heart. And just close your eyes and take a moment to take a couple of deep breaths in. Just bringing your awareness into your heart space. And imagine this beautiful radiant light in your heart becoming brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Radiating out through all of your cells, all the space between your cells. And through the energetic layers of your auric field, forming a beautiful golden bubble of light all around you. And imagine a beam of light connecting your heart to the core of the earth, becoming one with earth energy. And then imagine a beam of light shining down from above you like your own personal ray of sunshine, direct from source energy, a beautiful sparkling iridescent golden light. Totally supported by the earth and bathed in divine source energy. And just ask your body's wisdom to let you know all and any places you are holding on to or running active in your vibration, any vows of struggle. And just take a moment to notice any places in your body or your energetic field that you become aware of. It might be one place, it might be a few places. I'm just going to acknowledge those and say thank you to those, all the strengths and qualities and wisdom you've gained. And then down through that beautiful ray and beam of light, going to bring in just the right cosmic light codes, light encoded frequencies to completely dissolve and transmute those old vows of struggle. And just notice what that looks like and feels like. With spheres of light down into your system, radiating waves of golden light outwards through your whole energetic field, through all of your cells. Transmuting and dissolving any old vows of struggle and no longer serving your highest good. And bringing that energy, changing that energy to freedom. Keeping all the strengths, qualities and wisdom serve your highest good you've gained from those without being controlled by them anymore. And clearing any disruptions, conflicts, confusion that those vows cause in your timelines, in your life, in your energy field. As those light codes harmonize any of those disruptions, bringing the system back into harmony. I'm going to say thank you to your body and the source energy within you, making those changes. And then when you're ready in a moment, just gently come back and open your eyes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pippa. Yeah, yeah, Tanya, let me put you on mute.
What did you feel,
Yeah,
Moncef?
and it felt more grounding, especially toward the end. I started feeling more grounded, and then we had to finish the process. It was very, very beautiful. Thank you. And Liz, yeah, she didn't hear well, but the process was beautiful for her. So yeah, everyone, you can also share your feedback about the process. And also before taking questions, I would love if you can tell us about the program or package that you are offering. So it includes one-on-one 60 minutes private session, is quantum shift healing session, 60 minutes, and plus a bonus series, which is Connect to Source, which includes 3 MP3s. And I invite everyone to visit the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Pippa, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Pippa, Pippa. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, the link also on YouTube video description, and on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. So yeah, so Pippa, I would love if you can tell us about this package.
Okay, so yeah, there's a 60-minute session with me. They are held by Zoom. And during the session, it's good if you've got a particular topic that you would like to work on. Although we will work with your body's wisdom and source to see what is highest and best on the day. But if you've got a particular topic, then that's even better. During the session, you never know what's going to happen and where we're going to go. It's always interesting because everybody is so unique and so different. But as I said before, it's very much a session between you and source energy. So I act really as a psychic facilitator and help you get to the roots of any patterns that have been clogging up or getting in the way of what you want to create or what you want to work on, and bring that back into harmony and download you with all the things you need to move forward. But what I've really learned since I've been working more with cosmic light codes, I used to just go for the roots of the problem, is that if we go deeper than the roots of the problem, at our core we are love. And so we go deeper into that, and that starts to heal from the inside out. So it's very visceral. We work with a bit of kinesiology as well. and your guides and your body wisdom and source energy. And it's often a session is felt as kind of real shifts in the body. So as we work on one topic and clear all the stuckness around there, one part starts to open and feel lighter, and another part starts to feel heavy, and we work on that. So we go all the way around until that whole topic is cleared, and yeah, and then you feel very different.
Yeah, wonderful.
Oh, and
Thank you
the
so
audio series,
yes.
sorry, and the audio series. Yeah, so there's 3 audios. So the first one is clearing blocks to conscious connection with source. I won't say clearing blocks to connection with source, but we are source, but to conscious connection with source. The second one is guided cosmic light code activation meditation to remember who we really are at our deepest level. And the third one, I think, is 101 downloads for connection to source. Is that right? One sec. I think so. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I was on mute. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much, Pippa. So grateful to you for both the being available for the one-on-one session and the support and healing you can provide to our audience, which I believe can be really, really helpful and very powerful. And also with the activations, which like really relate to what we've been talking, like how to feel part of the remember that we are part of source energy and that we are all equally have this connection and we can embody that. And I believe this can really help us in that connection and in sharing our lights more more and more. So thank you so much, Pippa. Very grateful. And again, everyone, the link for the package is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Pippa. yourdivineuniqueness.com/Pippa. PIPPA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live event page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube, video description, and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. Beautiful. And we have a few feedback about the process. Tanya, I felt like crying. Jill, yes, I felt very grounded immediately, and thank you for that midday healing. And Joshua felt some big shifts in my stomach and digestion. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. And can we take a couple of questions from the audience? Yeah, it's Liz, can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you. I would love Pippa's input about my right lower leg and inner ankle. And I wonder because it's just not healing well. And I'm doing everything. I'm calling in angels. I'm doing natural healing things. And when you said something about vows of silence and vows of being punished for breaking vows, something seemed to resonate. So I wondered.
Okay. Is it your left or your right foot?
Right.
Right.
It's my right inner ankle. It oozes. It doesn't heal. It cramps. The calf muscles cramp up.
Okay. So
And
go on, sorry.
I was just going to say, and it seems to be worse since I'm trying to step out in the world and be seen.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so for me, the left-hand side of the body is all about our kind of receptiveness and our self-love and nurture. And the right-hand side of the body is much more about taking action and literally stepping forward. So stepping forward and being seen in the world would make perfect sense with that. So is it all right if I just tune in and send you a little bit of healing first? Would that be okay?
Oh, that would be wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
Okay.
It's so painful at times.
Okay. So you can just close your eyes for a moment. Where are you?
I'm outside of Philadelphia in New Jersey.
Okay. Okay, so just when I tune in and send a bit of healing through your whole system and down to your foot, first I see like some old shackles going off, which would definitely be feeling a bit trapped and things, but whether they're metaphorical or actually from past lives, I don't get into the story. I'm just like, that's what I see and that's what's going off, so that's what's not needed. If I said to you about vows to vows you've made to kind of hide your light, what
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has always felt, at least in recent years and with my spiritual woo-woo stuff, it has always felt dangerous
Right,
to
okay. Be okay,
yes.
hurt, harmed, or
Yes.
charged? Would that be all right?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That is so there. Whoa, emotion coming up. Wow.
I'm going to download your body that you know what it feels like, that you live in a new time now, in a different energy, where it is safe for you to reveal your healing gifts again. Would that be okay? It's safe for you to be you and shine your light. Would that be all right?
Yes.
Can we download your system that you know what it feels like to live without needing those old vows to keep you safe anymore? That it is safe for you to be woo-woo now. Would that be all right? And can we clear any vows of silence? And can we ask that the energy of those is changed to, I love being me. I'm free to be me. I'm a proud healer. Would that be okay?
Yes. I'm reminded of how I wasn't allowed to speak up as a kid to my stepmother.
Oh.
So it was all about don't make waves.
Downloaded that you know how it feels to have your true voice, and that you have absolute permission from source and love and support to voice your true voice without fear, and without fear of being punished or put down in any way, shape or form, that harmed or killed. Yeah, it's like put your foot down and have your say. That's what it feels like.
It's so painful. It's been so painful to put my foot down literally lately.
Ah, okay. Well, that is often what our body's coming up with. If you translate it into words, is
Yeah.
literally almost the message. So, you know, if you're not being able to speak up and say what you want to, then you haven't been able to put your foot down and go, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. So it feels that was the message I just got. You need to like put your foot down. This is who I am.
It's been painful just to stand. Like my whole calf will go into like a spasm. So hopefully this will relax there really was a lot of emotion when you talked about releasing the fear of being killed and such. And I know I've brought it up with other healers and they think I'm crazy. Like, you know, they say, look at all these celebrities, they're out there, they're safe, but there's something in me that hasn't felt safe.
It doesn't matter what other people are doing, it's what you've got active in your vibration. So we're all individuals and we're all going to have totally different stuff that's still there. And if it's still there, it's in the way. So we have to get rid of it till we can move forward. So just tell me how it feels now and how you feel
now. My body, my upper body feels much more relaxed. And it's funny that you say about the shackles, because especially at different times, I have literally felt like a vice grip on the back of my heel kind of feeling. It is still extremely tight there. I'm just trying to move it, and it's, yeah, there's still like an incredibly strong grip there, but hopefully it will release.
Well, it might be something, obviously this is like a quick 1 minute thing.
Yeah.
We normally do an hour, so
yeah, I think I may sign up for that. Thank you.
okay. Thanks very much.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Moncef.
Thank you, Liz. Much love. And yeah, thank you so much, Pippa. Let's see. Linda, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes. Good afternoon from Florida.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Linda. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. So my question has to do with clairvoyance and helping people, taking a class in accessing Akashic records. And I think it might have to do with being punished for being able to see clearly in a previous life.
Okay. Okay. So if you just close your eyes and just ask your body whereabouts you're holding on to that. We don't know what it is yet, but this block about helping people.
I feel it in my upper chest.
Okay. So can we download, first, do I have permission just to send healing to you, and can I download love, light and safety around that part? Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
And if you'd like to just rest a hand there and just say thank you to that part of you for letting us know that there's a part of you that needs a bit of love, care and attention to come back into balance. Okay, and just ask your body system first, does that feel new or old?
Old.
Is it heavy or light?
Heavy.
Heavy. Heavy and old. Nearly always heavy and old. Yeah. Okay.
Sticky.
Sticky. Okay. I feel
Like threads that are tangled.
okay. So it's when it's all threads that's tangled, it's quite often like a lot of conflict as well. So there's like one part trying to go one way and another part being held back another way. So do I have permission just to tune into that a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm getting is it is a vow and agreement, but it's quite a big collective one. And it feels like from sort of Atlantean times or Lemuria, and it's about you vowed to kind of put all those gifts away. It's all the gifts about helping people open up, put them away until humanity and everybody was ready to let them open up again. So when I say that, just see how that feels in your heart.
I'm hearing the word danger.
Danger. Okay. So can we do we have permission to first download that we are in a different time, and that we are in a time now where it is safe to open up and activate healing gifts, and particularly clairvoyance and clairawareness, clairsentience, and our healing psychic gifts. Would that be okay?
Yes.
I'll download you that you know what it feels like, that you have all the wisdom of how to use those gifts only for highest good. Would that be okay?
Yes.
We ask that all and any times those gifts were used in any ways that were not for highest good or were harmful or dangerous, that keep all the highest and best wisdom from that without having to hold on to that agreement to keep them locked away. That's lessons are learned. That be all right?
I'm feeling now untangling of the strings, and I feel like from my throat down like molasses being like all the way down my body, like releasing. That stickiness is being released. The stickiness is like molasses. It's bathing my body.
Just let that flow through.
All the way down to my feet. And letting the earth absorb it and heal it.
Kind of like it flows out from the center, doesn't it? And dissolves everything on the way out.
Yes. And now I'm feeling a lightness in my chest.
Lovely.
And the breathing is more expansive. My heart hurts less.
Lovely. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah, it clogs it up. It's that conflict. We don't like to be in conflict. We want to be in alignment.
No, I do not like conflict.
No.
Do not like conflict at all. Yeah, right on that one. I will avoid it at all costs.
Yeah. So that wouldn't have been comfy to have that in your heart at all. So can I download you that you fully respect and value and only use for highest good all psychic gifts, and you teach others to only use their gifts with respect and in the highest and best way. Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
With wisdom, with discernment, and with pride and lightness, safety and ease. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Download you. I love activating psychic gifts. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay, just notice what that feels like and then just let me know. My dog's just going to squeak, so while you're talking, I'm just going to open the door for him.
So I feel this lovely white egg of light protection around me.
Lovely.
And my heart feels lighter, my chest feels lighter. I'm still getting the molasses going down the legs now. Hips on down as opposed to chest on down.
Oh, fabulous. So it's really grounding and grounding in that new programming, bringing it into the physical. Yeah.
I feel lighter. Thank you, Pippa.
That's all right. My pleasure. Lovely to meet you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Much love. And yeah, that was powerful. Thank you so much, Pippa. Really great to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone, we won't, because today's call will be a little bit shorter than usual. We won't be able to take most questions. So so Pippa, before we end the call, do you have maybe any message for everyone watching or listening now or later?
Yeah, I would say plug into source and that remembering as much as you can every day. And that the ways to do that is anything that brings you back into your heart and back into your center. You know, we're all different, so I can't say exactly what that is, because for somebody it might be sewing, for somebody else it might be going for a walk every day. For somebody else, it might be meditation, but just plug in often to anything that brings you back to your heart space. And that will start to activate more of that remembering. And when you do have something in your face, like a big pattern or a challenge, if you can, come into your body wisdom and ask what's being triggered there. What does that part need? What's the learnings there? Because then when you're not engulfed by it anymore, you can start to have compassion for that part of you that's been triggered and allow it. And that puts you back into that more centered awareness where you can start to allow things to shift instead of being totally drowned by them. Yeah, I think that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pippa. And yeah, Linda, she shared very much feeling strong emotions to tears now. Yeah,
Sorry, I
Joshua.
made everyone cry.
Joshua, he wrote blessings and many emojis. And yeah, so Pippa, thank you so much. So grateful to you for the support you brought today, our audience, for everything you shared, for the activation. It was really powerful. So, and also for the package and being available with the one-on-one session and also offering the healing series. So thank you very much.
That's all right. Lovely. Thanks very much for having me on, Moncef. It's always lovely.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Melissa shares powerful call. Thank you. Yeah, Linda shares healing tears. Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for being here today. Thank you for your beautiful energies, sharing with us this time and space. And again, you can sign up for the package that Pippa is offering to us on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Pippa, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Pippa, PIPPA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live event page, later on the replay page. Also the link on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, so thank you again, everyone. I'm sending you so much love. Vivian Short, thank you, blessings. Please, thank you again, blessings to all. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.